Welcome back to the 1 Hour Away podcast. I'm your host Jonathan, and today's episode is an hour away from Danny. Uh, in today's episode, I'm here with a very special guest, Danny. Danny, how are you doing
Hey, nice to
today?
meet you guys. I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, Danny. So, Danny, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
All right. Well, like Jonathan said, my name is Danny. Um, as you can tell, I'm Vietnamese. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, big music. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A little fun fact, man. Uh, so after my trip to Turks and Caicos, I came back. I came back to Oklahoma, bro. I was so brown, man. I was like
Oh,
blonde, bro. And
wow,
at the
really?
airport, this Hispanic family started speaking to me in Spanish. I'm like, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I couldn't respond back. So I was like, whatever. But anyways, man. You asked me to
To
tell.
introduce
Oh, okay,
yourself.
okay,
Yeah.
man. So, ooh, what's it say? Uh, so
You're
I
Vietnamese.
have. Yeah, I'm Vietnamese. I have siblings, and
You have siblings?
I'm the
How many?
youngest. I'm the youngest.
Youngest? Of
You
how
probably
many?
could you probably could tell by the way I be acting. So
Youngest of how
I
many
have I
siblings?
have an older sister
Older sister? Okay.
who is almost 40,
Oh
I believe,
wow.
almost 40,
Bro, you're
and
doxing your sister, man.
my brother, he's like almost mid 30s. He's like 32, 33.
Oof, doxing your
I'm a,
brother's
I'm a,
good.
I'm a terrible I'm a terrible sibling and son. Like I don't think I remember my parents' age
Uh,
either. I
don't
don't even
dox
know.
them, don't
Yeah.
dox them, man.
No. I remember the birthdays though, so I'm like, happy birthday.
So you're the youngest of three, right? Youngest of three.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm the youngest of three. Born and raised in Oklahoma, my whole life. I was
Mm-hmm.
born and raised here.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
born and raised here. What else? Another interest. Crap. Jonathan,
Yeah?
I'm messing up. I'm
No,
messing
no,
up.
no, don't
I'm
worry,
messing
don't
up.
worry about it, man. So,
Yeah.
how did we get to know each other?
Uh, we got to meet each other. We met at church, actually. We
Yeah,
met
we
at
met
church
church.
through this Vietnamese youth movement, this Vietnamese Ukrainian youth movement,
Mm-hmm.
ENTT, otherwise known as Ting Tente. And man, dude, I'm really grateful to have met you there
Oh
because
yeah,
man, we
thanks.
have a lot of fun,
We
we
do,
have a
we
lot of
do, we
fun.
do. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I say let's get into our main topics. As usual, I'll let my guests pick the topics. So, Danny, what do you want to talk about today?
And I would say hobbies, honestly.
Hobbies?
Like,
All right. We'll talk about hobbies.
so what do you like to do besides like filming? Because I know filming is like a big part of your hobbies, but other than
Filming,
that, what else do you like to do?
filming is one of my biggest hobbies to do. Filming and photography. Those are two of my biggest hobbies that I like to do. Uh, and I'll get to why I like those hobbies later. But I also like building Gundams and Legos and stuff. Yeah,
Oh
and
man, I feel like that's like every guy.
I also like playing video games. And lastly, I like to sleep. Yeah,
Hey, who doesn't like to sleep?
those are like my five hobbies: videography, photos, building stuff, playing games, and sleeping. Man, those are my five.
Bro,
Um,
well, one of those crazy, man. Like a lot of people, like I would say most of us, we all love sleeping, but
oh yeah.
so many of us don't really get to sleep much,
Oh yeah, it's because we don't make time for it. We don't make time for it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, dude, like with me, oh man, like I have less time to sleep during the weekdays from Monday to Friday, but
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot more time to sleep on the weekends. But I chose not to, man, because I want to have fun. I want to stay up late and kick it with friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I don't really get to do that during the weekdays. So
Mm,
it's just to make up for
fair.
it during the weekends.
Yeah. So what about you, Danny? What are your some of your hobbies?
Man, let me see. I'm gonna sound like an old man, dude.
Don't say that, man.
I love walking.
Walking? Oh, that's a good
I
hobby.
love walking. Like I sound so lazy because people will probably be like, just run, Danny. Stop being lazy. But I love walking though because it's super chill. It's super easy on my joints.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
I don't know why I'm worried about my joints when I'm still very young, but it's easy on my knees,
Oh, fair.
walking, and I get to enjoy the sceneries.
Mm-hmm.
It's relaxing. I do it really early in the morning too, daily, because I used to try to get at least 10,000 steps in
Oh,
because
wow.
yeah, man, I work in an office job, so I'm sitting like all day long. Matter
Mm-hmm.
of fact, man, I love walking so much. I would eat my lunch while working, and then when I
Wow.
take my and then when I take my actual lunch break, I would just be walking the whole time for a whole hour, man, in the parking lot. I just walk in circles,
What?
and
That's
yeah, man,
crazy.
I'd be walking in circles outside the parking lot, and a lot of people would see me, and eventually they all started joining me, like they don't walk with me, but everyone started to walk. Yeah, a lot of them start walking. So I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty good, because man, being active is pretty good. Longevity of health, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what else do I like to do? Mm.
I know you that you.
And
Oh,
what's up,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
man? I may not seem like the guy, but oh man, I used to love drawing a lot.
Oh,
I love a
really?
lot of art stuff. Man, I'm so bad at it. I'm so bad at it. Man, you didn't get to see it, but after you left GoTo's house, after our meeting on Sunday, man, we played. I don't know what
Scorpio.
game it was. It was like a drawing game, and you had to guess what it was.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
and dude, my drawings were but ugly. They were so ugly, and wow. But man, even though it's ugly, I just love drawing.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I love origami a lot too. I used to remember how to make a turtle,
Oh
like a
wow.
cool turtle, a really cool
That's
turtle.
fire, man.
Uh, and the classic paper airplanes.
Mm-hmm.
And the little fortune teller thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You- Yeah, I love to make those too. So, man, I haven't done any art in a long time, but it's always a good time when I do, like painting and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see. This may surprise you, man, but I'm pretty good at the pogo stick. I love the
Really?
pogo stick. Yeah, bro.
That's a
I gotta
hobby of
show you
yours?
sometime.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I just love jumping up and down. I'm not cool with it where I can do tricks like backflips and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but the most I can do is go up and down.
Hey, it's better than me where I can't do
Yeah.
any of those.
hmm And what else? Dude, this is actually another hobby that I started to take interest in recently,
Mm-hmm.
and this is out of respect for like my parents too, because man, they work so hard. My mom, she's tired a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel bad for her. No, I feel like that's her love language. She loves cooking a
Mm-hmm.
lot.
Yeah.
She's always wanted to cook for me, but man, uh, she always cook for me despite her being tired, and she doesn't mind it, and I love her a lot for that. So just to make things a little bit easier, um, I started to cook for myself.
Oh, okay.
My cooking was not good at first. It's still not good, but it's edible.
Oh, fair,
And
fair,
I
fair.
actually do love cooking. Like my favorite things to cook would be like steak. I love steak. Like my favorite
Steak,
steak
steak.
is a ribeye.
I respect that. I
uh,
respect that.
mm, yeah, I would watch like a lot of like cooking videos,
Mm-hmm.
Food Network, all that. And I would have a couple friends who actually know how to cook would give me who would give me a few pointers. And it's actually pretty fun to cook. I
Yeah,
like it a lot. I
that's
like
fun.
it a lot. Um, I like cooking. So what all did I say? Oh, I like walking. I like cooking. I like pogo stick.
Like origami, and
uh
then you like drawing.
origami, yeah, artsy stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And dude, I love animals, man. So I have an aquarium at home. It's
Mhm.
oh, sorry about that. I
No, you're good. You're good.
like burped a little bit. But so I first started into the aquarium hobby with a shrimp tank. It's like 10 gallons, right?
Mhm.
It's a red cherry shrimp. Dude, it was so awesome because they're so easy to keep and they multiply
Oh wow.
fast, bro.
Wow.
Bro, I recommend that as first pets. They are hard to kill. They're really hard to kill.
Wow.
But I ended up killing them all somehow.
But
I shouldn't be
how?
laughing like that because that sounds like animal abuse.
Hey.
But man, dude, but it happens to the best of us. I didn't mean to,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it happens. It
yeah.
happens. So eventually I started with a shrimp tank. I upgraded to a 50-gallon tank, and then I eventually upgraded to a 75,
Mhm.
which then I eventually upgraded to a 150-gallon.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Crazy.
man, like, oh man, I love it a lot. It's
Mhm.
really awesome. Um, so aquarium, I love aquariums, and I used to love video games a lot, but man, I kind of stopped playing it because like you and Alexa, you guys are like, when you guys gonna hop? When you gonna hop on? I never hop.
Yeah, you never hopped on with us.
I know.
Yeah.
Shame on me. You know what's crazy? Like I would update it just to play with you guys, and then I wouldn't even hop on. And then by the time I want to hop on again, I have to update it again.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's
I
crazy.
know, man. So, uh, I guess I wouldn't say video games is so much of a hobby anymore, but it used to be, man. Like I love video games so much.
Mhm.
I wouldn't even shower. Like I remember there was a time. It was during the Black Ops 2 times,
Oh
man. I
wow.
would just wake up. Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
I would just wake up. I don't even brush my teeth. I'll just wake up,
Mhm.
put on my headphones, my headset, turn
Just
on my Xbox, just start playing. That's
wow,
it.
that's crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, and I know where you're
Yeah,
coming
like
from.
well, my hair got so greasy I could like mold it into shapes.
Same with me and my siblings.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was real bad when I was in high school though. It was really bad. Especially when I get all that free
Hey,
time.
man. hmm
But what are some new hobbies that you're trying to get into?
So since video game was my old hobby, I replaced it with lifting actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man. Powerlifting to be specific.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, it didn't start with powerlifting. So I started going to gym for like several months. It was
Mhm.
like 4 months or 3 months, and I didn't really know what I was doing either. I just wanted to try something new.
Yeah.
Get active. And dude, yeah, I didn't know what I was doing either, man. Like, I researched a lot. Like, it still wasn't enough. Like, I needed some guidance. So I was like, I need a workout buddy. So I finally got a workout buddy, and we started going to the gym. We started going to the gym together regularly. It was
Mhm.
awesome, man. Cause uh, working out by yourself, starting off, it's so lonely, especially if you don't know what you're
Oh,
doing.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, bro, because it feels embarrassing. Like at least if you have like another workout partner who doesn't know what they're doing, at least you have another person
Yeah, yeah.
there with you too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Same with me
So
though. Same with me.
yeah, eventually I was like, man, I kind of want to get strong.
Mhm.
So I started getting into powerlifting. Like I did a lot of research on it, a lot of cool stuff. What I like about powerlifting is that compared to bodybuilding, so bodybuilding is to get a nice physique, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And man, I didn't want to stress over that, like how I look never really mattered to me, I guess.
Yeah.
I was really more interested in just like trying to get strong or trying to do something cool, because what I like about powerlifting is that since strength is neurological adaptation, you can look
Uh
really small and be very strong,
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess powerlifting is cool to me because you can kind of troll with it,
Mhm.
like you can have a cool sleeper build, like people wouldn't expect you go to the gym
Fair, fair.
and whatnot. That's what I want to look like. I want to look like someone who don't even lift, who don't even go outside, but still like lift really heavy, So
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I really like to do because I like to mess around a lot.
Mhm.
I like to mess around a lot, and I think it would be really funny to do.
Fair, fair,
So
fair.
yeah, that's a new hobby that I recently got into. But I do want to add swimming
Oh,
because
wow, swimming, really?
yeah, wanna know why, man?
Why?
I don't know how to swim.
Oh, that's really.
Yeah, man. If you throw me in the pool, I'm gonna die.
Oh, I did not know that.
I can't swim, man.
Wow, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, I know, man. I can stay afloat for like 5 seconds, and then I start sinking. Yeah, man,
Okay,
it's
okay.
brutal.
Oh.
But yeah, I would say that's about it for me. Oh yeah, man, and going to our parish, man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, fair.
ah, well, I guess I shouldn't really treat it as a hobby because it's not. But dude, I love getting involved with that a lot.
Yeah.
I love getting involved with our church. It's a lot of fun.
It is, it is.
But yeah, man, that is all that I have for hobby as of right now, I believe.
Hobbies that you are currently doing and what you want to
Yeah,
like
like
add
like like
on.
currently that I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess some of the
But
hobbies that Oh, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
uh, so what one another curious topic or little question that that always like strike a curiosity to me is that
Mhm.
so you're from where again, Jonathan?
I'm from a small town in
Small
western
town, a
Oklahoma,
small town.
southwestern Oklahoma, to be precise.
So what small town is it?
I live in Clinton. I don't want to dox myself, but I do live around there.
Oh,
Yeah.
so was that the first small town
uh,
or were you always a small town person, right?
oof. No, not really. No, I was not a small town person at first. It's really interesting because I used to be from California. I was
For
born
real?
yeah.
What part of California?
I was born in Southern California, so it's around the Orange County
SoCal.
area. Yeah, I was born in Orange County.
Really?
Yeah, and I grew up there until I was 5, and then I moved to northeastern Oklahoma in around the Tulsa area in this like mid-sized town called Owasso.
Mhm.
So it went from like the big city to a mid-sized town to where I am now in Weatherford, Oklahoma.
Man, that's crazy how you went from such a big city because SoCal is like
Oh
pretty
yeah,
big,
it's
dude.
really
Orange
really big.
County
Yeah.
to man, how did that happen, man? How'd you go from California to Oklahoma? Like, why?
Well,
Like,
because
I guess that's a question for your parents. But do you know
I
why your parents moved from
yeah,
there to here?
I kind of do know why. So the reason why we first moved from California to Oklahoma is because my parents wanted to have their own house, right? But in
Mhm.
California, all the houses there are like in the millions now. Like it's so hard to get a house over
Yeah,
there, and you have to
yeah.
pay so many taxes, and it was really really dangerous for like you to raise your kids over there. Is what my parents
Mhm,
thought, and so we
mhm,
moved to Owasso. There we grew. There I went from we got our own house. We met people. We opened up a shop, and then until I so I went to school there until 6th grade. Halfway through 6th grade, actually, is when I
mhm.
transferred down to southwestern Oklahoma. But the reason why
Mhm.
we moved there is because more drugs were happening, more competitions were
Oh
coming in,
man.
and like it was just kind of getting like a little dangerous and scary for my parents up there than
Yeah.
down here. So yeah, that's how I got to here.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, what about you, Danny?
dude, I was like I said, I was born and raised in Oklahoma my whole life. So I man I was always a city kid,
Oh,
honestly.
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. I actually wouldn't mind the countryside. Like, I used to travel to, I used to drive to Guthrie like often,
I know.
and
I live by Guthrie. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, and dude, Guthrie's actually pretty cool, dude. Like,
Hmm.
there's this donut shop. It's called like Missy's or something. You haven't tried it, man. You gotta try it. Missy's Donuts. It's really good.
Yeah.
They got good turnovers,
Oh, I didn't know
apple
that.
turnovers.
I'll
Yeah.
try.
But
I'll.
do you like donuts?
Yeah, dude. I love sweet things. I have a sweet tooth actually.
Love sweet things,
Very
right?
bad sweet tooth though.
I don't know why I said it like that.
Nah, no, but go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Oh wait, so speaking of sweet things, what's your favorite dessert or whatever sweet things you like to
Favorite
eat?
dessert? That's a
Favorite dessert,
hard
sir? Yes,
one.
sir.
I don't have one actually. I don't have one. I just eat whatever. Like, no, no, no. Wrong, wrong, wrong. It's a Vietnamese dish called jay. Jay. I love jay, especially
What's
the
your
milk.
favorite though? Because it's different types.
I don't know. It's the one. It's the one that my mom makes. It's because it has a lot
With
of,
fruits in it?
yeah, with fruits, fruit and milk.
It's like
And
it's like Jay Thailand or
I think so. Yeah,
something like that.
I think so. But like, I'll eat jay if like, I'll just eat it, man. It's really good.
Mm.
I mean, I'll try to find a picture and post it, but post it in the podcast. But I don't know, man. I just can't find it.
Well, I think I know what you're talking about though, So
Yeah,
wait, so it has like jackfruit and
yeah,
all of
yeah,
that, right?
yeah, yeah. I love that one.
Bro, that's some good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
What about you, Danny?
I'm gonna
What's you?
sound so lame, dude, because yours sound so cultured. Yours sound like pretty cool, but my dessert, my go-to dessert is it's cereal.
Hey,
I love
that's.
I love cereal a lot.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's why I grab in the middle of the night whenever I can.
But here's the thing though, I like you remember how you asked what my favorite hobby is, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna sound like an old guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Guess what my favorite cereal is?
Is it Cheerios?
No. Nah, man.
I don't know. Is it Fruit Loops, Honey Nuts, Apple Jacks?
All right, Applejack. No, man. No, no, it's frosted mini wheats, bro.
Oh, dang! I
I
did
think I
not know
like
that.
I think I like it because it tastes like sawdust or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Fair, fair,
I'm weird
fair.
like that. I'm weird like
Hey, don't
that.
say that, man. That's a pretty good. Cereal is a pretty good answer. I don't disagree with that. It's pretty good. I love a good bowl of cereal.
Also like Raisin Brands, man.
Oh, really? I did not know
Yeah,
that.
man.
I think I
And I
tried.
like oatmeal cookies too.
Oh, actually, I can't agree with the oatmeal cookies. I do like those. I do like those.
They're good, man, especially at
Yeah.
Subway.
Yeah. Actually, I never had the
Hmm.
Subway. Well, no, I take that back. I think I had the oatmeal's cookies at Subway before. Yeah.
Mm. Actually, since you know how you're from like a small town, so
Yeah, yeah.
man, like what is there to eat or like do?
Eat and do, eat and do.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
Like you guys got a McDonald's at least?
Yeah, we got it at McDonald's. We got it.
Oh, you got okay, that's what I'm talking about.
So I guess well, I'll tackle the what do we have to eat first. Here in Weatherford, we don't have a lot of options. I would say we do have family run business that like the small mom and pop shop that you'll go and eat. But we do have fast foods that we can go eat too. What there's to do to
Well,
go
what's your favorite fast food or your go-to?
my go
Like,
to.
say you're on a time crunch,
Time
you
crunch.
haven't had lunch yet, or
All right.
just somewhere
Yeah.
you want to go.
For me, I would stop at Subway first. If there's a line, I might have to go to like Brahms, and if there's a line there,
Oh,
then
you like Brahms?
probably McDonald's because it's
You like more than McDonald's,
I do like Brahms more than McDonald's because I
bro?
do like one of their burgers better.
Respect, respect. You like
Yeah.
Whataburger? Yeah.
What? Oh, we recently just got a Whataburger here in Wilford.
Hey,
Yeah,
all right. Let me see. Hey, where would you say is the best place to get ice cream or milkshake?
that's gotta be a Brahms here.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's the thing, man. We do bronze, man. That's like
See, no,
an
that's our
Oklahoma
only
staple.
that's
Yeah,
our only option down here. Yeah, that's
you
our
know their
only option.
milk is really good too.
I
Like,
know. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, dude, bronze milk tastes different compared to like I
Walmart.
don't. I think, yeah, I think it's because they use like local farms or something.
Yeah,
Like,
no, that's
you can
that's a
kind of
really good
tell. You can
milk.
kind of tell like the milk. It's
Hmm.
like a little bit different color.
It is. It is.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I have a friend named Jose, and he was like he's like an agriculture science something
Agricultural
major
science. Okay. Yeah.
something
Yeah. Yeah.
agriculture something, and I told him the same thing too because I was like, man, bronze milk, it hits different, you know, it tastes really good, tastes
Mm-hmm.
really smooth,
Mm-hmm.
creamy, and he was like, yeah, it's because he was like, yeah, it's because they use like local farms or something like that,
Mm.
and they don't add like coloring because apparently, oh, I don't know if it's true or not. It probably is, honestly.
Well,
Like, you know how
we'll never
like
know, man.
yeah, like they would do they would add like a little bit of like coloring or something to make the milk like more white
Mm-hmm.
because the milk at Braum it's like beige. It's not white, but it's like just a little
Yeah.
tan. I don't know. I'm so bad with descriptions on
No, it's okay. It's
colors.
okay. It's okay. Yeah.
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 But yeah, man, I'm glad you like Brahms, man. I feel like that's how you know you're a true Okie.
Oh,
You always gotta say you like Brahms.
that's so true. That's so true. Yeah, but for
Yeah,
me, it's like Subway, Brahms, and then McDonald's. And the only reason
man.
why I say Subway is because I can. It's a little healthier than
Mhm.
Brahms, but yeah.
Mm. So since you're from a small town and it seems like you love your Vietnamese culture,
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, because you told me your dessert is you like jam.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty Vietnamese, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
so man, what's it like? Um,
What do you mean?
were
What's
there any
like?
other were there other Vietnamese or like
Uh, Actually,
or
yeah. Okay.
were you like the few one of the few Vietnamese people there
I can tell you
in your small town or whatever?
I can tell you the exact number of families in our small town, in like where I
Really?
live. Yeah, there's
You're gonna
exact
say one and that's
no.
yours?
Nah, I think there's about five, because a
Five.
recent family just moved in, and I believe
You
they're
know, that's not that bad.
it's
I
five.
thought I thought you guys would be like the only one.
The school that I went to, um, fun fact, I looked up our school race numbers, I guess, and our school had 1% Asian, and that
You're
was
part of
my
the 1%.
no, that was my family.
Oh,
That
really?
was my family. Yeah, that's it
Okay.
used to be Indians and then whites and then Mexican. That was all. But then when my family came, I looked it up and we made up that 1% Asian, and we kind
Okay, Jonathan.
yeah, me and my family started dying. We're like
You guys adding diversity 1% at a time.
1% at a time, man. I think
Hmm.
recently we had two new Asian families add their kids to that school, but yeah. What about you, Danny? What was your school life like?
Man, man. So starting with elementary. All right, so actually I live in the Asian district, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
man, despite me living in the Asian district, I feel like I'm kind of washed.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because my elementary, man, I grew up with nothing but Hispanics and African Americans, man.
Really?
I was yeah, it was me, and you know this guy too, Alexis,
Yeah.
and a couple other Asians, but it was predominantly
Hispanic.
and
Yeah.
African Americans, you know. So
Mhm.
um,
That's interesting.
that was
Yeah, that's
yeah,
very
those
interesting.
I hanged out with them a lot, you know, and I
Mhm.
have a bunch of really good friends, still good friends that I talk to till this day, that I
Yeah.
still keep up with till this day.
That's
which
Cool.
is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And going to middle school, same story. Um, and then going into high school, that's when my high school. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what grade you're in, but like my grade, it was actually really diverse. It was a good group,
Mm-hmm.
like a good number of every group. So man, dude, it was awesome. Like you had Indians, you had Hispanics, you had Native American, you had different types of Hispanic, well, like Latin Americans
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't
Fair, fair,
know.
fair, fair.
My terminology is so bad.
No, that's fine. That's
I was
fine.
like, I was like, what's the word? What's the word for it?
Mm-hmm.
And shame on me too because I'm actually in a multicultural fraternity too.
Oh wow.
And yeah, I actually did not plan on joining a fraternity, but they bribed me with food. I
Hey,
felt
food,
bad.
food
I
gets
felt bad
us.
saying no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe what food they got me. It was Hooters. I was like, oh, this is my first time. It
Dang,
was my first time too. I was like, oh man,
dang.
yeah, it was
That's
my first
wild.
time
That's
ever at
wild.
Hooters. I was like, man, I don't know how to feel about this, but the wings are pretty good though. The wings are really good.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Yeah, I was like, what? But yeah. So despite growing up in Asian district, despite going to our parish, Our Lady's to the Vietnamese part of it, uh man, I still felt like pretty far off from my culture. So I thought it was really interesting because you seem like somebody who is like well into your culture.
Yeah, yeah,
Despite you being in a small town with not a lot of Vietnamese, and then there's me who didn't really hang out with Asians much. But it's starting to change a lot now. It's
yeah.
starting to change.
That's good.
Like it was weird. It was weird like growing up. Uh, I always felt like a little bit of an outcast, I would say, like an
Yeah,
all ball out. Because
yeah.
every
No,
time I try to hang out with Asians, it just didn't click.
same with me. Same with
I
me.
get
Yeah,
I guess like the interest wasn't the same, and I always meshed better with Hispanics and African Americans.
hmm,
But that starts to change now, and I'm really grateful to start to get closer to like my Vietnamese culture, because it's what I am. It's who I am. Um, yeah, bro. So
that's
this past
wild.
year, started learning more Vietnamese. I started listening to V-pop,
Oh
V-pop,
wow,
whatever.
V-pop. Really? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
amazing,
man.
man.
It was weird at first, man, because I was like, oh, but after listening to it, I was like, kind of catchy. I
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
can I can get used to this.
Fair, fair.
So yeah, man. Mhm.
Yeah, wow. So you mentioned like being an outcast. I mean, I also felt that too, but like what made it different for you?
Wait, so how did you feel like an outcast? Like I'm talking about like when you try to hang out with other Asians or just like or like what?
In general, cuz when I was young,
In
I
general,
yeah,
man, that's tough.
cuz even now
Sorry
with
to
our
hear that.
even with our community up in the city, I still do kind of feel like an outcast to you guys too,
Oh yeah, small
unfortunately.
town, city life.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like those are like some of the difference, but like when I was young, since I was like basically the only Asian at my school, I
Mhm.
just they just kept making fun of me. They were trying to bully me, I guess. To the
Wow,
point where I started bullying myself until
man.
so that they can't make fun of me. So like let's say they used to call me, oh, no. Some people used to call me small eyes when I was young and back in northeastern. But
Wow.
yeah, so I would just go around and just I would just make my eyes smaller and be like, "Yo, what's up, man? I'm small eyes." So like, yeah, that's how I felt at the time, I guess.
That is wild.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
man. Like speaking of bullying, man, dude, that's like I guess I'm one of the I guess I could say I'm like I'm grateful to be one of those people who never really got to go through that,
Hmm.
who got bullied, like man, dude. So I wouldn't know what it's like, but I can just imagine that it did not feel good.
Yeah, and then it hurt, especially when I was trying to hang out with other Asians, because
Yeah.
I was so isolated
So,
from
so, why, so
other
why did
Asians.
so why did hanging out with other Asians make you feel outcasted too when all these other people are calling you small eyes?
Well,
Is it because like you're a small town too and or what?
well, I guess you can call it both, but like I was in a different part of like where I was. Just like for you and me right now, it's just a distance of from
Yeah, an hour
where I live.
away.
Yeah, basically. But like this time, it wasn't really an hour away. It was like 30 minute away, and
Hmm.
um, I
Tulsa.
told yeah.
All right.
Tulsa is like I don't know a good 15 minute away from where I lived, where I used to live. And
Mhm.
at that time, there wasn't many Asian that went to my school or in my general area, and so I couldn't really hang out with them. And like I didn't get to play any sports that I wanted to when I was growing up, or like do the extracurricular activities that I wanted to do. So
Mhm.
like when I would go to the Vietnamese church in Tulsa, I feel like really isolated from like everyone there, because yeah,
Really?
because everyone there
Man.
is like they go to the same school, and their family
Oh,
works
like
together.
they all knew each
Yeah,
other and
they
whatnot, and here
yeah
you are, you're trying to fit into the circle, but it's kind of hard to get into the circle.
yeah.
Bro, that is exactly how I felt, man. That's
Mhm.
exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Yeah. 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 So like it was whatever for me, I guess. But like I guess like during my 5th grade year, I got to go experience Vietnam for the first time. That's when I really got more involved with
Oh,
my
like
culture.
you went to the country?
Yeah, I went to the motherland, man. I went to the
Lucky
motherland.
you, man. I never went back to the motherland.
Dang, I think if you went back to the motherland, you would be a little more interested in our
Oh,
culture.
I'm pretty interested for sure, but
Yeah,
man, dude, like you know how I told you, I feel like distant from
yeah.
my culture,
Hmm.
dude. My Vietnamese is dog water, like it's
Bro,
doo doo.
you just
Like
gotta go back to Vietnam.
I'm gonna get roasted. Like
Uh,
I'm so washed, man. Like
yeah.
man, I only know basic Vietnamese stuff, like enough just to get by, I guess, just to
Yeah.
ask for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. Like I feel like I can't have a genuine conversation
In
in Vietnamese. But hopefully that does change though, because I am trying to learn. And it's also kind of hard for me to speak it because I kind of have like a lisp. I don't know, it's because like I have a long tongue or something. A
I don't
long
know,
tongue.
man. But yeah,
But
I understand. I understand.
oh yeah, man, like it's hard for me to pronounce some words.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to talk low too, just to help me enunciate things a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what about you, man? Like, how's your Vietnamese, especially going up in a small town, distant from all the other Asians and all that?
Actually,
You
it's
on the
not
same boat, pretty much?
kind of.
Oh, okay, okay.
But like at home, I do speak a lot of Vietnamese with my parents. That's
Oh,
and
yeah, same here. Mhm.
yeah, and then like I also work with my parents too, owning and running a nail salon.
Yeah, that's a lot of practice. That is a lot of
Yeah.
practice.
And like we will always talk to each other in Vietnamese. And I guess I
Mhm,
didn't really lose much of my Vietnamese due to like how I hung out with people.
mhm.
So you know how I said like I felt outcasted from like the rest of the Asian people that I tried to hang out with.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. Like you're trying to fit into the circle, but you don't fit in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So I would honestly leave that circle that I was trying to get in, that I was trying to fit into, and I would hang out with
yeah.
the adults. I hung out with like all my dad's friends. So like that's how I kept learning Vietnamese throughout all that time while I was growing up there. And even to this
Keep
day,
it up. Keep it up. That's good.
I still enjoy hanging out with like the adults more than the kids sometimes.
Mm.
Sometimes.
So would you say you feel a little bit more welcome in Oklahoma City? Because I remember you were saying how you felt a little bit distant from the Vietnamese community in Tulsa, but what about in OKC?
Okay, since I grew up more during the time I was away from OKC, uh, away from Tulsa, I like when we grow up, we mature, we have more confidence to like go up and talk to people.
Oh yeah,
I felt
yeah.
like I was a little more welcome in OKC than Oklahoma, in Tulsa. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
cause
that's good.
yeah,
So do you feel pretty welcome at man, do props to you, man. Cause you be driving
oh yeah,
an hour just to
an
go
hour,
to mass
an
with
hour,
all of
yeah,
us, which is insane, but in a good way,
oh yeah, yeah.
that's a lot of dedication and I mean that's something I admire about you, An
Thanks,
hour
thanks.
drive, and I feel like an hour is nothing to you anymore.
Oh no, it's actually no, an hour away is something, man. An hour away is something, man.
Well, I guess it's 2 hours if you think about it, because you're going an hour to
There and
OKC and then
yeah,
you're going an hour back.
oh yeah.
hmm
Technically, no, not 2 hours. It's actually three. It's three.
3,
It's actually an hour and a half there for me, there and back.
bro, that's
So
crazy.
I lose an hour and a half there and back. But like,
Telling you, man, you're always welcome over to my parents' house,
all right,
on Saturday, so
yeah,
you don't have to drive super early on Sunday, I guess.
yeah. But yeah, yeah. That's how I felt. Yeah. Um. What about you, Danny? How are you trying to learn the Vietnamese culture right now? And we're running a little bit short in time, but I think we have enough time to answer some
Yeah,
these
yeah. So
questions.
so
Yeah.
I'll answer fast. So it's well, I asked my mom, and dad. I had a serious conversation. I was like, hey man, I was like, hey mom, dad, I'm actually trying to learn Vietnamese, but I would say it's a little bit hard because my dad, he's actually like Northern Vietnamese, so
Oh,
he's like a first generation Northern Vietnamese,
here in
northern
the.
born in South Vietnam.
Oh
So there's like
wow.
a term. It's called Bac Nam Tu. That's what my dad is, and my mom. She's like South, like
Oh
country.
wow.
So I
Oh
have two different accents or dialects or whatever you want to call it
oh
that I kind of
wow.
have to pick up on.
Uh
So
huh.
they be using different words. I don't know why they do this, but they be using different words. Like my mom would be like D yeah, and my dad would be like D bad. So this, like just these little things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
So
understand.
mhm. So yeah, I'm learning from my mom, and dad. I've been listening to a lot of Vietnamese music just to try to pick up on it. Uh, what else? I try to speak a little bit more Vietnamese at church here and there, but I try not to because, man, I feel kind of embarrassed about it because it's so choppy.
You know what?
It's
You
like
know what?
it's like the choppiest Vietnamese ever, and
Actually, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I get extra embarrassed when they're like, "What?" and I'm like, "Oh," and then I'll say it in English.
No, no.
But I'm trying
Yeah.
my best though.
Fair, fair.
But yeah, that's how I'm learning Vietnamese, and
Mm.
and like I think one of the things that inspired me is that um I've been for most of my life I've never been like really involved with our community. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, man, kind of want to I want to not I kind of want to I want to get to know my own culture a
Mm-hmm.
lot more.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm striving on right now, man.
Oh wow. Wow, that sounds so amazing. I guess my final question for both you and me is that what are our favorite part about our culture?
About our culture,
Yeah, yeah. What's your favorite part about our culture?
dude.
If you want, I can go first.
Oh yeah, you go first. You go first, cause I feel like you got a better answer than I
One,
do right now.
so one of my favorite thing about our culture is this thing called that. I don't know if you know it, Danny, but it's called that,
No, I don't know what that is.
and
I was
it's
just playing. I was just playing with you. I'm just playing with
and it's
you.
where it's basically our Vietnamese New Year's. It's Lunar New Year's, and basically,
hmm
and we when we go around and we say like to people older than us like Happy New Year's. We wish you like the great health and whatnot. They would give us
Oh,
a red envelope, and that's what I like about our culture. That's one of the things I like about our culture. And
dude,
yeah,
same.
and another thing that I like about our culture is that it's just how we treat each other and like how we have respect for like one another.
Very
I guess.
hospitable.
Yeah, we're really
hmm
hospitable. So yeah, those are like some of the things I like about our culture.
Yeah, man. So same here, Ashley. Same goes for me. I love the hospitality. I love, man, dude. Like, I kind of love the energy. I never realized this, but man, dude, when Vietnamese people speak in Vietnamese, like it's loud. Like they sound angry, but they're not angry, you
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know
Yeah.
we had a
And
guest on here called his name was JD, and you probably know him. Like we know,
Joseph,
yeah,
Twan,
Joseph.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah,
boy, my boy.
yeah. He said the exact same thing.
For real?
Yeah, like every time he would talk to like a Vietnamese customer where he works, his coworker will be like, "Why are you yelling and arguing with each other?" And and we'll and he'll be like, "No, we're just that's the way we talk." So yeah.
Man, dude, that was the same thing with me because I remember my mom called me and I had my phone on speaker and I was with my friends and they was like, dude, Danny, what did you do? Why's your mom yelling at you like that? And she was like, and I was like, oh, she just asked what I wanted for dinner.
Fair, fair.
Man, dude, speaking of VCs, man, enjoy it while you can, man, because
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like once you turn 25, they kind of go away.
it does.
I
It
don't really
does.
get, I don't really get them anymore. And but I don't mind, I don't
Yeah,
mind
I
because
don't.
so since I'm like the youngest in the family, man, dude, I usually don't give out VCs, but I'm starting to now, because I have niece and
Oh
nephews,
yeah,
and
same with me, man.
yeah, and honestly, man, it's a pretty nice feeling. It's a pretty nice feeling
Hmm.
just seeing them smile.
It
So I
is.
really like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, I like Lee C's. I like the energy that our people give out. We're really fun. And karaoke, dude. Like I'm so bad
Oh
at singing,
wow.
but I love karaoke.
Wow.
I'll do karaoke on my own time. I don't like to do it in front of people though.
Fair, fair. Well,
Yeah.
that's all the time that we have for this episode, Danny. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of 1 hour
Yeah, man.
away.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. I hope to see you next time, man. Thanks for joining.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Um,
sir. Anytime, man.
and thank you, the folks at home listening, for listening to this episode or watching it. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for joining us, and we'll hope you see you again. See ya.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.